Okay, so I was at Twitchcon 2025 down in San Diego. Let's address the elephant in the room. So there was the incident where a big streamer got sexually assaulted at the meet and greet place where some creep just walked up. And it got me really thinking about, TwitchCon in general, and like no one should be exposed to that. Because like it's a failing on multiple parts. To my understanding, the security was contracted out, so they're probably going to take the fall. It's like Twitch is going to be like, not our problem. The security people we hired is their problem now. Stuff like TwitchCon is inherently like just I feel risky especially as like a more popular female streamer, because you're in a space where everybody wants to see you, everybody wants to meet you, and like you can't vet however many tens of thousands of people are at this event, right? And the whole incident happened in a theoretically secure area, which is completely a failure, like by the con, right? The fact that someone could do this in the meet and greet location, which is roped off, and there's like 2 layers of security, both at the entrances and where the talent are, that are supposed to stop this stuff. And then after the incident happened, where supposedly the security did nothing, and even I think I heard laughed about the situation. It's like, that is embarrassing. What the hell were they doing? Like, did they just bid lowest dollar for security to just stand there? Because I've gotten that a lot. For example, for other issues of like low security I have seen, to get into the partner lounge, all you had to do was scan your badge. And once you're in there, there's like nothing at all. Everything is triggered by the badge scan. For a lot of the panels, especially at the GDQ panel area, the rooms were connected, and I could just walk between the rooms freely without ever having to see anybody. It's like any panel I wanted to go to, I could just like sneak in there pretty easily. The block party, that was a ticketed event that closed down like 3 blocks of the Gaslamp Street. Because there's like no outhouses or whatever brought in, like they'd have to go into local businesses to do stuff. You had a little wristband that you had to wear for it. But my hotel lobby was a spot where a lot of people came in to go to the bathroom. And I could literally just walk out there. Literally anybody, whether you're at TwitchCon or not, could just walk through the hotel restaurants and be in the block party. And there wasn't like really anybody actually checking whether or not you were paid to be there. Literally anybody could have walked through this hotel restaurant. I expected there to be like, at the various entrances to this area, you're gonna have a guard checking badges. No, it didn't. That was not there. And that's like a super basic thing that the people coming to your party events should be like checked that they had the ticket. But yeah, no, there were several instances of so like the San Diego Convention Center had, let me see if I can get an image for this. So this here is the hallway, and it goes on for a while. It goes on well past this of TwitchCon. So we got like a security guy here, whatever. There's lots of doors all the way down. And these are used as exit doors. And then there are security checkpoints at Hall A and Hall H. Those are your only 2 entrances into the convention center on either side. But because it's a convention center, there's doors all over the place, right? And these doors were locked from the outside. But as people left, people don't want to leave from A or H because those are also clogged by security. So they leave out these doors, right? And I swear half the time at the event, there's just nobody monitoring these doors, or like they were distracted and people would just come in. It happened all the time, like all over the place, just right through these doors. All the way down, yeah. Now, the security checkpoints at most conventions are not for real security, yeah. Now, after the incident, there was a person stationed at every single door. But that still was not the problem, right? Because the person who did the thing had a ticket, could just go through security and ended up there anyway. So like, maybe it was for optics to try and make it better. I just wanted to share some experiences I have had, and like some perspective that I've had that I think is somewhat unique on this matter. So before I was like publicly out at all, I not once in my life did I feel like I was like unsafe going to a public space, or that I've never had to deal ever with an incident of sexual assaults, of people being weird to me, people DMing me out of the blue wanting weird shit, people acting weird on my stream. And keep in mind, I am a small streamer. I am not popular. Okay, so like I'm not like a known entity in the world, really. I'm very much, super tiny. But most women I talk to read every single woman I have talked to, no matter how popular they are, whether they stream or not, whether they're just doing normal office jobs or not. Every single one has had some incident in their life of like sexual assault, or being catcalled, or put into uncomfortable situations by creeps. Every single one, with no exception. I have not found anybody who is not. Now, granted, I am not actively talking to us like, hey, have you been a victim of this? Just every single time, like every person I know has had issues like this, myself included. And this is why I wanted to talk about it, is again, because obviously when I was not public about me, nothing happened. I never had any incidents. It never even crossed my mind that walking through a convention space, I'd have to like look over my shoulder or anything. But as soon as I started like being more girly in my appearance, my name, how I present myself, it took less than a year for me to start experiencing that firsthand of people treating you like that, people treating you like an object. And there's been so in the last 3 years, I have been stalked through a department store. I have received dozens of creepy DMs, both like via a Twitch DM, via a Discord DM, or people coming into the Discord that my mods are aware of. I have been sexually assaulted in a mall, in broad daylight, in a circle of my friends on either side of me. Some jerk came up and grabbed my ass and ran away before we could get to him. This is just all recently, okay? So like, and it's a perspective that like it's a night and day difference of like before publicly being myself and after, just with the way I present myself. And I am not a big streamer. I'm not a popular person. This is just random creeps out in the wilds. Okay. And I can't imagine basically like your whole life having to worry about this, because I was always scared of, because girls have to be like kind of like on the defensive like at all times, basically. Like right now, if thank you Shadow for the tears. Right now, if I go outside and I see like a dude walking in my direction straight at me or into my I get scared. Like And this is just after a couple years of dealing with this. And it sucks, right? It sucks that like you have to assume the worst